Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hello? Captain Courageous. Anybody out there? Captain Courageous signing in. It's Captain Courageous. Hi, Alina. I knew somebody was out there. What's happening? Kathy, hi. I'm here. I said hi, Alina. Didn't you hear me? Alyssa. Which one of the grandkids is saying hi, Papa? All three of them? Cindy, Danielle. Hi, girls. How are y'all? Are you guys at your step study watching this? I said hi, Alyssa. Guy, can't you hear her? Do I gotta start yelling? Hi, Emerson, Adeline, Hopi, Garrett, and Omers. I know you're all there. I'll wait a couple minutes. See who else decides to join us. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Glad you're here. Yeah, I know I'm silly, huh? Too bad looks aren't everything. Thanks, Anthony. Oh, you think it's a delay on the sound, Alina? Hi, Jessica. Stop yelling. Japers. Can't win for losing. Some can't hear me. Some say I'm yelling. How's this? Can you hear me now? Hi, Adeline, baby. How are you? Well, I'll go ahead and start. It was a long, well, actually, it was a long mile day today. I got 108 miles in the day, 108 miles. We actually got on the road, I think, 5:30, I think, huh, Stitch? 6 o'clock,
yeah,
maybe?
We were out early today.
Early. Actually, coming out of Albuquerque, I got in some pockets of. I mean, I was shivering on my bike. That's how cold it was. But coming out of Albuquerque was a climb. It was probably about 50 miles, of which 40 was all climbing, anywhere from a 2 to 6% grade. But the good news about that is that 30 of it was on Route 66, and that was kind of nice. So I was off the highway, and I was, down on what they call the Salt Mission Trail along there. Beautiful country, absolutely gorgeous country. Garrett, if you're out there, there's that elk and deer country. It was just unbelievable. And then, so once I got done climbing and got out of that, then I was in the prairies for the other 50 miles. And I had a 50-mile stretch of downhill, a couple uphills, but of downhill runs for 50 miles. It was pretty awesome. Hit speeds of 50 miles an hour at one point. So I made it that 50 miles. I think the first 50 miles took me about 4 hours. The second 50 took me 2. So you can see the difference. It was pretty. I'm looking at my time. Yeah. Significant amount of difference. So yeah, Uncle Eddie was singing the song the whole time, and he had the Godfather theme going on in the truck, and oh my God. Sometimes I'm wondering, And then we get to Santa Rosa, and he goes, this would be a good place for a
witness protection.
Witness protection place out here. There ain't nothing here in Santa Rosa. But so look at, I went 108 miles today. I had a total of 6 flats. 6 flats. But I think 4 of those flats were as a result of my rear tire. It had a bunch of little cuts in it, and I think they were actually pinching, those cuts were pinching the tube and causing it to go flat. So once I changed that tire out on the road, because we have extra tires, when I changed that tire out, the flats went away. So Elena wants to know if you're recording all your songs. He's recording as much as he can, believe me. So 6 flats, which brings me to a total, total of 19 flats. 19 flats so far. So I got to nip that in the butt. I picked up 12 new tubes the other day, and I went through 6 of what I picked up. So, oh well. It's, like I said, I rode, hey Mike, I rode 108 miles today, which brings my total for the trip of pedaled miles of 669.75 miles. Today I climbed 3,478 feet, which brings my total amount of climbing to 23,724 feet of climbing. I don't do that. I haven't done that in 10 years of riding in the desert. The pedal time was 6 hours and 16 minutes. I think the elapsed time was 8 hours and a couple minutes. And that's just the stops for the flat tires and then when they get snacks. The voices. So today I pedaled for 21,056 voiceless men and boys that have been sexually abused, which brings the total number of voiceless men that I have pedaled for to 170,850. And can somebody, Kathy, did they put that number up on the news today? She was really excited that I was doing that. So if somebody could tell me if they did that, I'd really appreciate it. So that's kind of the numbers for the week. As far as anything else that happened, there wasn't a whole lot of excitement today, just pedaling. Had fun, I enjoyed it. I felt good on the bike all day. My neck was giving me a little bit of a hard time again today. My left foot seems to get hot. Oh, that's cool. Okay, thanks, babe. My left foot seems to get a little hot and uncomfortable. But the one thing that I'm learning to do is to conserve my energy. I don't try to bust my butt going up hills. I just take my time. Go at a pace that I can get up all the way to the top at, and then when I go down, when I'm going downhill, I don't haul butt. I mean, well, I hauled butt today, but that's because the wind was at my back, but I was hardly pedaling.
You got up to 50 miles an hour today.
Yeah, 50 miles an hour, and that was barely, I was hardly pedaling. So it's just teaching me a lot about discipline, and this ain't no Sunday ride. This is something completely different. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Are you back? Good to see you. So tomorrow I have a 155-mile jaunt between here and Dalhart, Texas. And I was going to ride out of Santa Rosa as far as I could and then jump on the truck. But I think we're going to redo that. I think in the morning we're going to wake up and drive to Tucumcari, New Mexico, which is about 55 miles. And then I'll get on my bike there, and it's a 94-mile pedal up to Dalhart, Texas. And I can do that with no problem. So I think that's our plan for tomorrow. That way I cross the Texas border on my bike. And as we always do, we'll stop at a sign and take pictures of it. So, and then from Dalhart, Texas, the day after that, I'll be I'll be getting into Kansas. I'll go through a little bit of Oklahoma and then into Kansas. There's something else I just thought of I wanted to say too. Hi, Mary Lou, how are you? Weather's been nice. On my bike, it said it was 108. I think when we got in town, it was 101. Oh, and I don't know if y'all saw the picture today of the blue hole. That's literally a blue hole. It's a freshwater spring, 80 feet deep, and it is crystal clear blue water. 60 degrees is the temperature of it. I so wanted to jump in it. Just to get that shock in my body, but I didn't want to strip down to everything. I didn't want to get out of my riding clothes and all the typical excuses. So, but it was really a beautiful thing to see, and it's right here in the center of town. So, in Santa Rosa itself is it's an old town. There's not a whole lot here, to be real honest with you. That blue hole is in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Okay, it's in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Yeah, I know I should have jumped in it, but I didn't. But it's an old town. A lot of the buildings are abandoned. We ate dinner at a place called the Comets Drive-In 2. There's actually a little Mexican restaurant. It was really good. It was really good.
How about that dessert?
I don't know. And they brought us. They gave us this little. What do they call it?
What the dessert is?
Yeah.
Natales.
It's like this. It's like a warm custard. Oh my God! It was so good.
Who's making that for Uncle Eddie?
Yeah, Uncle Eddie wants some. Uncle Eddie's wants some Natales. So you're gonna have to make it and ship it off to us, okay? So it was a good day today. Besides the 6 flat tires, I'm tired of changing flat tires. I'm telling you. I hope this tire change, the actual tire itself, will help make that go away. So we're safe, we're healthy, we're having fun today. Nothing as far as contact with people, not a whole lot. So
you got a nice warm reception from a family at the Blue Hole.
Well, yeah, that's true. I did. When I got to the Blue Hole, there was a family there, and they go, "Hey, were you just on the highway riding?" I go, "Yeah, I've been riding. I rode from hi, Alicia. I rode from Albuquerque today to here." They go, "Yeah, we passed you." So we talked to them just a little bit, briefly about what I was doing, and I guess he must have seen it in me because he goes, "Are you a Christian too?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm a Christian." Absolutely. So he goes, that's the best way to do it. So, you want to spread that word. So, a little bit of positive conversation with somebody. I don't think we really have had any kind of negative response from anybody. The other day at the dealership, I can always tell when somebody doesn't want to talk about the sexual abuse subject. They retract immediately, and I can feel it, and I know it. So, I just turn the subject to something else, so out of respect. I don't know. There's not a whole lot else to say, I guess. We're gonna try to get a good night's sleep tonight. We're staying at Hampton Inns. This is our 5th or 6th one, I think we're stayed at.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're staying in every town. We're trying to stay at Hampton Inn, and then in the morning or in the evening before we leave, we take a picture by the sign they have in the entry. And then they've been they've been retweeting us and wishing us well on the trip as well. So, it's all positive, so.
Awesome video you got today. Thank Anthony and the gang.
Oh yeah, and then hey, I'm gonna put this challenge out there to everybody. If you guys spread the word, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook. Anthony and my writing people this morning, they did a little video, and they said hi to me, and the end of it was saying, "Go Randy, go." So it's a challenge to everybody. Let's get that going viral. Everybody get together and post a video of "Go Randy, go" with a group or whoever you're with. Put it on there and just let's get this thing going viral. I understand I haven't seen it. I did get interviewed by Amy Zimmer again tonight, and from what I understand, it was a really, really good interview. So she's just a great interviewer, and we have a lot of fun when we interview her. When we interview with her, she asked us about that comical video we made, me eating the sweet potatoes. And we just sit there busted up laughing. I go, we don't plan those. It just happens when it happens. It just with a megaphone and everything else. That was impromptu. That just happened the way it happened. So You know, that's the kind of fun that we have. We got to have fun. That's what Eddie does. He keeps the humor going for me. You know, because I do get grumpy on that bike, especially if I had 6 flats in one day. But he seems to be able to make me laugh no matter what. So it's hard not to. But anyways,
You're the Archie Bunker of bicyclists.
yeah. See, he just called me. I don't know if you heard it. He's called me the Archie Bunker of bicyclists. So, you know, you ride 108 miles with 6 flats and see
Could
how.
you believe I gotta go uphill?
Yeah. Ah, here comes another uphill. What's wrong? I can't believe this. You know.
You believe I gotta sit on a bike?
I gotta sit on a bike all day. That's the other thing. My butt. I mean,
here we go.
there we go. My sit bones, man. I don't know what it is with those. They're bruised. So, no more flat tires.